Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. First time ko po magmisa dito sa cathedral kaya kinakabahan po ako. But I would like to ask you first some questions. What's your greatest tragedy in this life? How did you go about it? And where have you found God in this tragedy? Kung babalikan natin yung ating binasang ebanghelyo, nakasentro yung ating ebanghelyo kay Zacarias. Zacarias, the central character in the gospel this morning, has a tragic life. He and Elizabeth were childless. The Jewish rabbis said that 7 people were excommunicated from God, and the list began a Jew who has no wife, or a Jew who has a wife and who has no child. Childlessness was a valid ground for divorce during that time. Not unnaturally, Zacharias, even on his great day, was thinking of his personal and domestic tragedy and was praying about it. Magandang itanong, nasadlak na ba kayo sa matinding kadustaan o trahedya? Last year, I was transferred to my new assignment as parish priest. It was quite a challenging new assignment. There's an ongoing construction, there's ongoing fundraising to pay for the loan of the parish, and there are things that needs to be improved in the parish. Kailangan ding pabaliking muli yung mga parekyano at yung mga volunteers ng parokya. 2 months after my transfer, I discovered that I had a mild heart attack. And I was crying and I was devastated kasi nakatuon yung aking pagbibigay ng sarili upang ma-improve yung parokya. Subalit, binigyan ako ng matinding pasanin ng Diyos. We know that it's still pandemic last year, no? And we're trying to come out from it this year. I was at least depressed, to say the least. I was losing weight. I've been active for the longest time, and I was asking God, bakit ngayon pa? I was ready to give it all to this new church kasi pakiramdam nila naiwan sila. Pakiramdam nila hindi sila gusto ng mga pari dahil sa sitwasyon nila. And I was ready to give myself. And yet, ibinigay itong sakit sa akin. Magandang itanong, pagkatapos nating masumpungan yung mga trahedya sa buhay, paano ba natin pagtatagumpayan ito? We go back to the gospel. Zacharias stayed. He stayed with Elizabeth and he stayed with God. Maaring layuan ni Zacharias si Elizabeth dahil maaring isa siya sa maging rason ng kanyang kadustaan, ng pagiging walang anak. Maaring layuan niya ang Diyos dahil hindi siya biniyayaan nito. Subalit, nanatili si Zacarias, nanatili siya kay Elizabeth, nanatili siya sa tahanan ng Diyos. What's the point? Living for Christ means trusting Him through trials and believing He has a purpose for everything He ordains and allows, even in tragedy. Pananatili. The beginning of my awareness of my health condition, I was trying to bargain sa aking vicar foreign. Baka pwede akong ilipat sa medyo mas magaan na assignment. Baka pwede akong magpahinga muna. Ang sagot sa akin, kulang tayo ng pari. And kakalipat mo lang, hindi tayo pwedeng maglipat ng pari. And so I stayed. I stayed with my PPC, I stayed with my parishioners, and I kept the faith. Kahit continuous yung medication, continuous din yung trabaho sa parokya. And that's the continuing invitation to me to focus not on my frailty, but to focus on the faithfulness of God. If God asks you to walk through something hard, He won't just walk alongside. He'll carry you. Cling to Him because only He gives you the grace and peace you need to wake up and breathe again day after day. Panghuli, magandang itanong, saan ba natin nasusumpungan ang Diyos sa ating kadustaan? Sa mga trahedya natin sa buhay, saan ba natin nasusumpungan ang Diyos? Again, if you go back to the gospel story, it was in God's house that God's message came to Zacharias. We may often wish that a message from God would come to us. Zacharias was in the temple, waiting on God. God's voice comes to those who listen to it, as Zacharias did in God's house. Then the wondrous vision came and the glad message that even when hope was dead, a son would be born to him. Again, magandang itanong sa ating sarili. Saan nyo ba nasumpungan ang Diyos sa inyong kadustaan? Sa kwento at sa mga trahedya ng inyong buhay, saan nyo ba nasumpungan ang Diyos? Patuloy tayong magnilay.